Good evening and welcome to Lean and Green Healthcare podcast. In this episode, I'm joined by two leaders who are shaping the future of healthcare innovation in the region. Riyadh Alzahrani, who is the Vice Chairman of the Innovation in Bioengineering Association, and Yahya Almuallem, Chairman of the Boards of Directors of Bioengineering Association. So this innovation in Bioengineering Association is at the forefront of connecting engineering, clinical practice and healthcare operations, creating pathways for smarter, more sustainable solutions. Together, we are going to explore how bioengineering innovation can drive better healthcare delivery, the role of technology and digital transformation, and why building collaborative ecosystems is key to advancing sustainable health systems. Welcome to both of you on the show, and I'm super glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So I have a lot of questions to both of you because you are very senior in the industry. Maybe the first one, and I will address it to Yahya, is how did you two meet and decide to work together on this association?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us in your show, podcast, sorry. Myself and Engineer Riyadh are colleagues, actually. We work in the same institution. We are both have biomedical engineering backgrounds. We have always the vision of how to promote biomedical engineering and bioengineering research, actually. We are looking forward to this promotion to reach the level of research and innovation. We have other dozen members with us in the association. All of them actually, they have a background in biomedical engineering. They work in different institutions, societies here in the kingdom.
If you had to maybe explain the reason why you wanted to start this association, maybe that will help us to understand what you are trying to achieve.
The idea of the association actually is there is a lot of ideas, there is a lot of advances that is happening in the biomedical engineering field. There is an exponential growth in medical technologies. There is, I would say, a fountain of ideas and innovation in biomedical engineering. Our goal actually is try to pull all these ideas and take them from being just ideas on paper and try to translate this into a product that will serve the community.
Yeah, so that's basically contributing through your knowledge, your connection, and your industry expertise to the growth of the industry by connecting
Exactly.
people and accelerating market access, if I'm correct.
Exactly.
And maybe for Riyadh, because you yourself, you are a biomedical engineer by training. If you had to explain in one sentence what is biomedical engineering in the context of the association, it is very broad. When it relates to the association, what is exactly biomedical engineering and what kind of project can fit what you're trying to achieve with the association?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you for the invitation. I'm very glad to be here with you, and I hope this will be a very valuable and enjoyable podcast. For me, first of all, I could say that biomedical engineering is the main branch of bioengineering, where bioengineering is focusing on more all life sciences, while biomedical engineering is more focused on human health. So I could say that it is the main bridge between medicine and technology, where biomedical engineers can design new solutions to saving lives.
Okay. So in terms of actual things that people might misunderstand about what you do as a biomedical engineer, a lot of people might think that this is only people who are fixing equipment, and I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. Can you explain what role, and maybe this is more for Yahya, what role do biomedical engineering play in terms of innovation and especially with regards to market access, understanding the entire ecosystem?
Well, the misunderstanding from the beginning was that the role of the biomedical engineer is only to surface medical equipment and operate medical equipment. This thing this misconception has changed actually, maybe in the past, I would say 7 to 10 years. Biomedical engineer has shown the ability and excel in not only servicing and operating medical equipment, but also in providing technical expertise, consultation, training healthcare professional to the optimum usage of medical technologies in general and in healthcare facilities and also in research facilities. Biomedical engineer also is involved as well in planning new projects, for example, like building new hospitals. We are involved from the beginning about the infrastructure, the requirement of the facilities in terms of where we are going to put the medical equipment in different specialties inside the hospital. So the role of biomedical engineer is not only uh, uh, exclusive only to servicing medical equipment, but it is also involved in planning, integration, training. I would say from the beginning, from scratch.
What I find interesting with your association is that now you are going to leverage the knowledge and the experience that you have working with all those different departments. So you know what are the pain points of the practitioners, of the healthcare staff. You know the technological advancements, the progress of the big medical device companies. You have the research aspect, because we didn't mention it, but Dr. Yahya, you're working on the research part as well. So I feel all of that combined is going to bring a lot of innovations to the market. So maybe Riyadh, you could share with us more on your journey as a biomedical engineer, how and why you chose this path. Of course, knowing all the changes in the industry, is it what attracted you to specialize in biomedical engineering?
Well, for me, I was studying the English language in the United States at the beginning. I remember that was on 2011. I was interested in medicine and also interested in engineering at the same time. So I realized that biomedical engineering combines both sciences. So I thought that is a right fit for me. I have studied my bachelor in Ohio State, graduated in 2017, and then I have started my career path in one of the leading medical device companies worldwide, which is Abbott Diagnostics. Stayed with them for about 4 years, and then I have developed myself. I have had the opportunity to apply for master's degree also in biomedical engineering. I have graduated from Saudi Arabia, and then I have joined King Abdullah International Medical Research Center as a healthcare technology professional engineer. I guess now I'm starting with innovations in bioengineering. I guess that's a short summary
Yes.
of my journey within the biomedical engineering or bioengineering.
And you have seen different environment, and maybe something that would be interesting to see is what are the biggest changes you have seen in the industry over the years. Just during the last two episodes I've had with some leading biomedical engineers, they have mentioned to me the fact that medical devices are now capturing so much data and they are representing so much investment that the AI and data aspect is becoming so important that this is going to be the major change in the industry. But I'm curious to have your opinion as to where we are currently and how the situation has evolved in the kingdom over the last few years.
Well, as you have already heard, biomedical engineering is advancing. The medical technology is advancing very fast, especially with the new technologies such as artificial intelligence. I could say, as Dr. Yahya has already said, biomedical engineering is beyond the medical devices, service equipment. A lot of technologies are going, and those technologies are developed by biomedical engineers.
And in your day-to-day work, maybe more for Dr. Yahya, what are the technologies or improvements that you have seen that have really impacted the biomedical operations in the last few years?
In my opinion, smart technologies, starting with smart technologies until AI and robotics, they have shown a huge leap in the applications that could be combined in biomedical engineering or in bioengineering research. So I think there is limitless applications that could be integrated with robotics, with smart technologies, wearable technologies, and I can see in the coming decade as well that I would I can imagine that I would call them smart robots that can run healthcare business or healthcare industry in the future.
And how do you keep up with the progress that is coming so fast? Like, the new technologies you mentioned, robotics. Now, if we look at the imaging space as well, all leading manufacturers are launching new AI applications on monthly basis. How do you keep up with that? Is it by reading through research papers? Is it by discussing with peers? How do you, and what advice would you give to the community to stay up to date?
Yeah, I think this is a great question. Thank you, JB. And I think the best way, in my opinion, to keep up with this exponential growth is to collaborate. I think collaboration, knowledge exchange, experience exchange is are the best tools to keep up with this fast growth. I strongly believe that not only exchanging knowledge and experience, but also collaboration and different specialties. I would call it multi disciplinary research is the key. So not only us as a bioengineers, we are looking in the society, in the bioengineering society, to collaborate with the people from different backgrounds, not only biomedical engineers, but also people with information technology background, people in medicine, people in computational chemistry. So we are very much open to collaborate with different educational backgrounds. And I think this is a major thing to do.
And today, concretely in Saudi, there are different organizations, associations. How do you network with your peers? I am following quite a lot of people in the field. What is the best way for a young biomedical engineer who wants to make an impact? If you had to give like a few tips about making a good network and a good community in this industry.
Well, usually I'm also an academic professor in biomedical engineering in one of the universities here. And I always advise students or young engineers that to follow their passion. This is the first thing that they have to do. They have to equip themselves with knowledge and update themselves with the latest advancements that is happening in the biomedical engineering field. I always encourage them to go to scientific gathering or exhibition that are happening nationally and internationally. These are, from my opinion, these are the right places to expand your network and your horizon about what's happening in the bioengineering field.
And maybe for Riyadh, you can advise on the skills or the mindset that is required because you went abroad, you came back, you decided to stay in the field again after coming back. You could have joined a private company. What is the mindset that a young biomedical engineer should have today to be part of that Vision 2030, linking it with your association? Can someone join today your association? How can someone get involved?
Well, for biomedical engineers, technical skills are very, very important, but I think technical skills alone is not enough. You need to have more mindset of innovation, adaptability. You need to be updated with the new technologies. Always continue to learn more. It's about creative. It's about being a creative person to design new solutions, especially for the medical field, to be flexible, to adapt to the new changes in healthcare, to be more connected into the industry. So for the association, you asked me something in regard to the association.
Yes. How can people get involved, and which kind of people from the industry are you looking to maybe get in touch with, or can you invite to join hands with you as part of the association?
Well, all biomedical engineers or bioengineers can get involved with the Innovations and Bioengineering Association and as joining us as members or apply with us for program. We are here for them. So whenever they feel interested, we will try to help them. If someone has an innovative idea, we will try our best to help them to have this idea into turn it into reality.
And is this how you link it with the vision of the kingdom? Also in terms of the development of the healthcare market, the healthcare industry is booming. We have those huge privatization programs coming in. How do you make sure that innovation will also come from Saudi and the kingdom does not really only rely on foreign manufacturers, foreign innovators, that you can leverage the pool of talent that you have in the kingdom to also come up with your own solutions that will solve your own problems, but bring them also outside of the kingdom?
Well, actually, innovations in bioengineering is closely aligned with Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 by promoting innovation and reducing the reliance on imported technologies. Are also proud to support the National Biotechnology Strategy, which was launched by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in 2023. This strategy sets a clear roadmap to make Saudi Arabia as a global leader in biotechnology. It focuses on building the local talents, supporting research and innovation, and localizing manufacturing in key areas such as biomanufacturing, as you have already mentioned, and vaccine developments and genomics. So innovations in bioengineering, we aim to be part of this national effort and help turn these goals into reality.
Concretely, can you explain us how will the screening and mentorship program for innovations work from the idea to the market access?
Well, the program guides innovators step by step. We'll try our best to refine the innovators' ideas and offer them with our mentorship programs, helping them to create prototypes. We support them in regulation process and connecting them with the industry partners.
Okay, so the ecosystem will play a big role as well. If you think of regulations, I'm guessing you're talking about the Saudi FDA, for example, which without it you cannot do much in the kingdom. So I feel it's going to play a huge role. Maybe to Dr. Yahya, could you explain us what kind of projects or technologies are you the most excited about to see come through this program?
Well, I think what we are looking for in the association, the association actually is innovations in bioengineering. So we call it IBE. So our vision in IBE, we are actually excited for all projects that or all ideas that come through research centers and that are needed by the industry and to come into market, because we believe that researchers have the ideas, industry have the need, government is actually paving the way to and putting the rules into advancing biotechnology and bioengineering. So we would like to work as a bridge. I'm very much excited to bridge between these three sectors. So we will have like a closed loop of ideas that or patents that come through research centers and are needed by the industry. We would like to have these ideas to become a product through designing, prototyping, and trying to connect them, the investors and to invest in these ideas and translate these ideas into a product that will serve the community.
Great.
I'm very much excited to that.
You mentioned investors, so it takes me to the next question, which would be, what do you see as the biggest challenges that innovators are currently facing when they try to bring a healthcare product to the market in Saudi Arabia? And maybe that's more for Riyadh.
To be honest, we have a lot of challenges, including, as I have already said, the navigating regulation is something very difficult and it's a big challenge. One of the most challenges also is securing the funds for those innovators to have their idea on the ground. And also one of the challenges that we face now is finding the right partners who can cooperate with us and who can understand the local healthcare market.
So from a regulatory perspective, I'm guessing now there will be a moment where it will need to be clear and streamlined. If Saudi wants to come up with its own medical devices, there will need to be a clear pathways for a local product to access the market and be like certified and obtain all the regulatory approvals, maybe like a fast track program without compromising on quality. And I hope this is something that you will be able to achieve through the innovation by collaborating and maybe also bringing feedback, concrete feedback about what are the challenges. Because sometimes I feel the regulators, since they have never been on the other side of the equation, sometimes they believe that things are fine, but actually the processes are made in a way that they prevent innovation from entering the market. And overcomplicating things is also a challenge. So maybe it would be interesting to know, how do you see the biomedical engineering like evolving in the next decade? Engineer Riyadh, the kingdom is evolving at a fast pace. Do you see the education also catching up to bring the next generation of BME to be at the top level?
I didn't get your question. Can you?
Yes, I'm curious, how do you see the biomedical engineering profession evolve in the kingdom over the next decade? And do you feel that the education is catching up with the requirement of the industry?
Of course, I think education is very updated by the Ministry of Education. It is very adaptable with the new technologies. All universities and all education programs are set based on clinical and market needs for the biomedical engineering especially. So of course it will be updated.
Okay. And maybe for someone who is looking to make an impact and came tomorrow to you with a promising healthcare innovation right after our school, for example, because they had so many ideas, what would be the first question you would ask them? Because we're coming to the end of this podcast, and I know a lot of people might have ideas and they want to join the mentorship program, but they don't really know, or they're not feeling that they are at the right place, but maybe they need to get that tip from you to tell them, join us, basically.
Well, for me, the first question I would ask is absolutely what problem does your innovation solve, and what value will your innovation add to the markets, and how it is better than the existing solutions. If you have an answer for that, absolutely you have an idea, and it could be turned into a product at the end.
And what do you think the association will look like in 10 years from now? Is it a huge association, or is it same level but very deep? Is it an international level association? How do you see it
Well,
moving forward?
Innovations in Bioengineering Association, I have started this dream maybe more than 2 years ago.
Okay.
We have took a long time to launch this association. My dream is that it goes very far. Let's say it could be a reference for all bioengineers, especially in Saudi Arabia, making a real difference by turning the local innovations into practical solutions applied on the ground. If we succeeded to do that, that's something I'm dreaming of, and not only in healthcare, but across the wider field of bioengineering, to create more innovative society at the end. And we're not only targeting the local markets. If we succeeded in the local markets, we will go beyond that, and we will think globally.
So the goal is, and how do you measure the impact, is on the number of products that have been actually launched on the market after going through the mentorship program. That's correct?
Exactly.
Great. Well, I think that's a very promising association you guys have. So I'm excited to see the first batch of projects, the first batch of entrepreneurs who are going to join.
Maybe you have an idea that you could.
We do. Actually, that's one of my questions. Is it open for non-Saudi, or is it only local Saudi companies?
Actually, we're not focusing on, of course, we will be focusing on local talents, but if there is a promising project and a promising innovation, even for foreign or other nationalities, if we think that project will go beyond and it will be a product sometimes which has started with IBE, I guess we will try our best to help them as well.
That's amazing. Thank you, Engineer Riyadh. Thank you, Dr. Yahya. So
Thank you so much.
See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.